Test, test. Can you hear me? I just realized my mic has been muted this whole time. That's so embarrassing. Well, we're off to a great start. Yeah, so I was trying to set up the stream on YouTube, which took a second, and then turns out my mic was muted that whole time. I was just talking to myself, but that's great. That's great. Welcome to the stream. Vestaya and everybody else who's on right now, thanks so much for joining. Sorry that I'm such a noob with the technical stuff. I like literally only edit video. That's pretty much all I do. So learning how to do all the streaming technology is embarrassingly, yeah, not, I don't even know if it's difficult. I just always feel like I mess something up, but figuring it out. Okay, great, great. I'm glad you can hear. That's good. So the goal today is to get some gear with Rook, and then maybe if we find anything good enough, we might even try Cryo Archive, and then just chat about movies. Specifically today, you know, I prepared some thoughts about Iron Giant, one of the best animated feature films really that there's ever been. And feel free. Hey, Noli, welcome, welcome. How's your guys' week been? How's everything been going for you guys? I've been pretty myself. Been having a pretty busy time with work. You know, I do freelance, and usually the beginning of the year is pretty chill because everybody's getting back from Christmas. You know, they spend all their marketing budgets. A lot of my clients are commercial people, right? People making commercials. And so people will spend their budgets for Christmas, and then January and February, they don't really have that much. But I've been really blessed that work's just kind of been, honestly, a little too busy. Good, Noli. That's not nice, honestly. Like, it's a double-edged sword, right? We want to, obviously, it's anybody who has work and can pay the bills is blessed, but then there's just moments where you really gotta take care of yourself. Like, have a chill, be chill for a moment. Okay.
10 minutes remaining.
I'm just listening, just making sure there's nobody in this building that wants to kill me at the moment. And then I need to just check. Oh. What's going on? My controller's freaking out for a second. There we go. Just need to check a setting real quick. Okay, looking good there. Ooh, car insurance. Don't even get me started. Okay. Yeah, today, so glad you asked. Today we're going to talk about The Iron Giant by Brad Bird, or at least, is this real? Do you think that's fake? I think that's real. Directed by Brad Bird. I don't know about you guys, but the movie came out when I was just a kid, and it was one of those films that my family had on VHS, and I watched over and over again. Oh, wow, yeah, team got wrecked here. Let's see if I can just get this stuff and then get out. Haha. Okay, that's great. Hey, Scurio. Welcome, welcome. It's a you. Yeah, social commentary. It's also, here's the thing about, so here, I'm just going to mark exfil, and then we'll start working our way. Here's the thing about Iron Giant. Came out in 1999, right? So there was stuff going on, right? Like 9/11 was just around the corner. the world's obviously America has never been super peaceful as a country, but the whole commentary on like war and people's thoughts about war, and it's just frustrating how applicable it is right now. Like, you watch a movie like that, or you grow up watching a movie like that, and you think like, wow, this movie's teaching us lessons and we learn. Oh, but I guess we don't, you know. Anyways, that's not really the main thing I wanted to talk about, but it's there, and I'd love to see what your guys' thoughts are on the film at least. Oh, well, that's scary. Yikes. But yeah, the I think my favorite part of the film, the thing that kind of stuck with me the most, is the way it captures the feeling of the time period. I think it through the animation, the animation style and the color, and then obviously the setup. Oh no. Okay, we've got this. I am a robot. It's funny that you say AI and robots, and then here I am pretending to be a robot, fooling the AI. Oh, oh. I just read what you wrote, Scaria, about the Secretary of Defense, and I just can't. I can't with that. Oh no! Okay, we got this. I've even got some. Nope, I gotta pick that up. Got a smoke grenade. We've got this. Nope. I keep dropping the wrong thing. Secretary of War. Okay, this is nuts. Relax. Please. No! Oh, wow. Sorry. The boss just found me so fast. That's fine. But yeah, that's the beautiful thing about art though, right? That like if you create something timeless, like it goes back to the Native American concept of a clown, right? They weren't called clowns. They were like the storytellers of villages. And I'm not saying every Native American culture is the same, but there's one tribe that I was learning about where I grew up in Oregon. And, the whole idea of a clown was that, like, it's an exaggerated character, right? They're doing something that nobody would ever do. And so then the villagers laugh because they're like, oh, that's so unrealistic. How silly. But the whole point is to be like, this story's so exaggerated because we can all agree that this is wrong, right? We can all agree this is some way you should never act. You should never be this ridiculous. And then it helps the individuals like look at their life in smaller ways, like, oh yeah, we shouldn't do these things. So when you make art that's a little exaggerated, like a giant robot from outer space that's a gun, and a small town, mystery, and an FBI guy freaking out and almost nuking an entire coastal village because he's afraid that the robot is bad when it's actually good. This exaggerated situation that could never happen. It's supposed to teach us something. And if it's done well, then it can. But that's the thing, is like these stories, I mean, they resonate because they're so timeless, because there will always be these ridiculous people, I guess. Anyways, sorry, I'm like on a doomer path there. What is that? But yeah, I think there's outside of the social commentary, the film is beautiful and it's fun. And that's something that I think because there were a lot of Disney films at the time that were kind of pushing the limit, and I'm pretty sure. Sorry, I'm just gonna check real quick. Iron Giant. Yeah. So the Iron Giant was Warner Brothers, and I think that was cool of them to kind of compete against Disney at the time. And but Disney was telling some pretty good stories early 2000s as well. I mean, yeah, nice try. Treasure Planet is there's lots of films that we're going to talk about over the as we do these streams. Treasure Planet is definitely one that's coming up. It's one of my favorite films ever. So Disney was trying some different things in Emperor's New Groove, and I think it was cool that Warner Brothers also just played along. But I think they really nailed it because they created such relatable characters, such like fun and iconic characters, because there have, the robot in and of itself, the spectacle of it is fun and interesting. But if the characters weren't so well written and well acted, then I don't think it would have been such an impactful film. Okay, let's just... oh, someone saw me. Right? Okay. Nice. Oh, welcome, Wilson Joy. I'm a troll. In a perfect world, the Twitch and YouTube chats... Oh, whoa. I didn't even see him. I'm dead. Ah. In a perfect world, the YouTube and Twitch chats would be combined on the screen. But it's not working at the moment, so that's a bummer. But yeah, welcome, Wilson Joy, to the chat. Yeah, the grind's going. Can you see me? Let's see if we can get out of here. Okay. I am a robot. We are friends. We are friends. Where's the door? Where's the door? Did I miss the door? Is it the other way? There it is. There it is. Just gotta take deep breath. Deep breath. But yeah, like, Iron Giant was one of those films that my family would quote all the time because there's so many... Oh, nice money. There's so many incredible, iconic lines. And for those of you... I guess I didn't think about this, but maybe anyone in the chat, if you haven't seen Iron Giant, you can let me know. I'll give like a brief synopsis, right, of the film, but I feel like everybody's seen it, so... This will just be for anybody on the VOD who wants to catch up. But Iron Giant is about a boy named Hogarth Hughes who lives in a small New England town. And let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Open. Close. And one day, while staying up late watching a horror film, the power goes out and he tracks down. He's very brave. This is during the Cold War as well, so he's pretty sure it could be the Russians. But he tracks down what the cause of the power outage is, and it was a robot. An Iron Giant, if you will. And so then, though the robot is scary at first, the boy finds out that the robot is more than what he seems. It does help that... Oh, that sucks. That was really close. Wow. That was... Couldn't have been closer. That's funny. We'll take care of you. Please relax as I'm getting wrecked by claymores. But yeah, he finds out that the robot... So the robot has a dent in its head and can't remember who it is or why... what its purpose is. and it turns out to be really friendly. And so the boy and the robot become friends, and they have adventures. The whole time, there's this government agent, FBI agent, who is picking up, because the robot kind of leaves a trail of destruction. And yeah, no, exactly, no, yeah, we would have it. We had it on VHS, and we watched it over and over again. I've decided I'm gonna get out of here. This is too much for a little rook to handle. And now I'm getting chased by a bug. 2 bugs. Okay. Ooh, okay, okay. Just gotta take a deep breath and come up with a plan. This is where I'm heading. To that Xville.
5 minutes remain.
So the film has this FBI agent who's tracking down the wake of destruction that the robot's leaving in its path, and he assumes that it's a threat or the Russians again, and that's kind of the drama of the whole thing. Just gotta get rid of that turret. I sense something nefarious. Do you guys feel that? I just feel like I'm being watched. Okay, we're gonna go see if we can get out of here alive. Oh, too many bugs. One of my... Okay. Ooh. What? Did a bug follow me that far? That's hilarious. Oh. Oh. Ah! That's a very key point, Noli. The robot's fascination with Superman. Key plot point. So one of my favorite parts of the film is... Does this work after they start shooting at me? Are we friends now?
Connection failing. Exfil within 3 minutes.
Okay, great. Yeah, we gotta get going. We gotta get going. Which one's closer? This one's closer. Okay, we're just gonna run around. We're gonna run around, and I'm gonna get that turret. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Where's that turret? Okay, sorry, we're just locking in for a second. Arguably the most important. Okay, okay. Yeah, I mean, it is key to the climax of the film and the most emotional, like, completion of the character arc. So, fair enough. Probably a big thing to leave out. But yeah, my favorite parts are the moments that kind of develop the relationship between the characters as they all like come to terms with this robot existing, and Hogarth, like being determined to, I don't know, make it work. So like he meets this artist named Dean who has a big shelter that they let the robot stay there, and there's this moment where they're playing out in it's like the summer, and they're hanging out, and Dean, the artist, is like, this is so ridiculous that there's this giant robot. He's like, I should not be cool with this. It's so dangerous. Where are they? This is so scary. But then
30 seconds remain.
Hogarth and the robot are gonna play in the water, and Hogarth is like, "Welcome to downtown's Coolsville. Population us?" And that quote, incredible. My family and I say that one all the time. And then the robot proceeds to do a cannonball into the lake and completely empty. I learned a lot about physics, right? Completely dumps all of the water. I see him, I see him. Look at that, friendly rooks. Can you believe it? I don't think I've ever exfilled with another rook like that before. It was a beautiful moment. Beautiful moment. And then another incredible scene is when Hogarth is saying a prayer. So him and his mom, Hogarth has a single mom. And let's see, my vault is getting a little full. We'll just do another chill rook run. Rook runs are never chill though. And I'll empty my vault a little bit. So here we go. But yeah, there's another scene where Hogarth is saying a prayer for dinner with his mom, and the robot, its different body parts can move like independently, and it's a really fun way. I don't know if you guys have seen the Wild Robot animated film by DreamWorks, which is also incredible. I think the Iron Giant ran so that, or walked so that the Wild Robot could run, but beautiful film, beautiful animation. Okay, we're gonna go to we're gonna go to Outpost and see if we can get some like actually pretty good gear. But yeah, so the robot's body parts can move independently, and so its hand breaks into the house, is sneaking around, and Hogarth is saying, you know, prayer for dinner, and obviously his mom doesn't know that there's a giant robot in their barn, and the hand starts moving around the house, and this hand is the size of a person, right? It's like 3 or 4 feet tall, and there's just this moment, so Hogarth is saying prayer, and then he sees the robot, and he's trying to tell it to get out of the house without, you know, drawing his mom's attention to it. And as he's saying the prayer, he's like, "Oh God, get out of here!" And the mom looks at him like, "What?" And he says, "Satan, and stop us from doing bad things." The whole time, like, telling the hand to get out of there, but then also trying to do a convincing prayer. And no, is the stream lagging so much? Oh, that's such a bummer. Well, that's something to add to the list on how to have it be, well, less laggy, more up to date. Thanks for still being on, even if it's not quite as fast as I'd like. Oh, you were just behind. Okay. Thank you. Sorry about that. Okay, good. Then we're good. I know. I swear I had set it up to be like as fast as my internet will allow, so that's good to know that it's working. Thanks, guys. But I'm definitely the person who watches a stream and then accidentally clicks away and then realizes that I'm like minutes off. So I can totally relate. Okay. But yeah, growing up Christian myself, I just love that like, I don't know. It's just very relatable. The moments where, you know, you're saying a prayer as a kid and then you open your eyes when you're not supposed to find someone just staring right back at you. and then also the comedy to it's such a cool way of showing us like the robot's innocence, right? Like it's just it's like this curious creature essentially, and even though it's very large and dangerous, that scene really helps set up the fact that like there's no malice, right? And it creates that dynamic. Yeah, it did feel very real. It felt like exactly how I would react. I mean, maybe not realistic in the sense that the mom might have been like if I was saying a prayer like that, my parents probably would have been like, "Okay, what's going on?" But I don't know. It's amazing how I miss when kids movies weren't afraid to be real or challenge a kid. Oh my gosh, yeah. Especially like I'm not saying that we should be showing like rated R films to 5-year-olds, right? But I do miss when films for 5-year-olds like actually invited them like cuz I was watching that movie when I was like 4, right? Like I didn't understand what was going on. I remember how it felt. I remember how it made me feel, and then the older I got, the more I understood, but then those lessons stick with you. Sid the Squid, I think some still do. I I'm sure there are none off the top of my head. If you can think of any, please shout them out. One, because I'd love to watch them. Okay, well, no, just like I said earlier, the Wild Robot, I think, made for kids, but also has some really really awesome comments, especially the Wild Robot has this incredible commentary on motherhood and being a mother, and I know some people in my life who, oh nope nope nope, I don't want to fight. Will this work? Will this work? Yeah, we're friends. See, we're friends. But yeah, I know like women who don't want to have children and then feel that societal pressure and feel like something's wrong, and the Wild Robot did such an incredible job of like addressing some of those elements, and in the end the robot does like is a very good mother to this to this baby goose that it finds. But I digress. There are good kids movies out there. There's also Coco Melon, which I know is like preschool, but like just melts the kids' brains. Oh, okay, I do want the long shot. We're gonna sacrifice my energy ammo. I'm pretty happy right now with these guns I found. These are some of my favorites. I would feel great if I could get out exfiltrate at this exact moment. So let's see if we can make that happen. Guarded exfil on the other side of the map, or restricted exfil at Pinwheel Base. I don't think I want to go. I don't think I want to go to the Pinwheel Base. That tends to be a little bit more aggressive. The new Superman, which ironically enough, that's funny because like that's like the whole thing is the Iron Giant is like emulating Superman from the comics. So that's funny that you're right though, they do in the new Superman film play a similar story. Mm-hmm. Oh. I was thinking about that. You cried during the new Superman film. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. You can't help but like feel. It was just awesome how earnest of a character the new Superman was, right? And I think I don't know if you guys have seen Project Hail Mary yet. I went and saw it, opening, weekend. I guess this was opening weekend, and I haven't read the book, but I really enjoyed the movie a lot, and yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. Like Project Hail Mary, also, you just have like an extremely. I mean, that's they're still talking about dark subjects. Like it's still like the world ending. There's still like lots of darkness, but Project Hail Mary's like main character, Ryland Grace, played by Ryan Gosling. It's like, oh, he's very like optimistic. It's very hopeful, and that kind of energy. I think it's just fine to leave a movie feeling like a little bit like more hopeful about things. Like you don't want to get too into that because then you ignore all of the bad things happening. It's a balance, right? So, but I think we went a little too far on maybe or I'm backtracking a lot on my statements, but the more I think about it, the more I'm like, oh, interesting. Because like you've had the Marvel films, which were very like, everything's gonna turn out fine. The good guys are always gonna win. But Marvel like was really afraid to accept the earnesty, right? I mean, Captain America's character was like very earnest, but then they felt like, oh, it's too cheesy, so now we have to go back on it. Oh no, no. Well, we were close. We were very close. Okay, so far that's one successful exfil today. Successful exfil. Yeah, Studio Ghibli films are definitely what we're gonna. If I ever have kids, that's what I would want to raise them with. Cause. Thanks, guys. Thanks. We were doing fine, but I feel like the shadows. There's only so much you can do about the shadows. What to do? I think we're gonna do one more outpost run with Rook, just because I feel more comfortable. I feel a lot more comfortable talking about film and stuff while I'm not ruining a team's my team. And then for the second hour of the stream, I think we'll go like lock in a little bit more. Oh, that's right, because the TAD was up. I think that's what they're called, TADs. I should have waited longer. That's a good call. Good point. Okay. I wrote another note here. We'll see about Iron Giant. Just one or two more things before the conversation gets too far away from it. I think the detective character in the film, he's very interesting. So he's the bad guy, right, in the movie, but if you were to look at it, like if you were to do a video or a film from his perspective, he almost does nothing wrong, right? Oh, I say almost because, he's kind of like a traditional man from that time period, so very presumptuous, a little too aggressive. Maybe isn't the most respectful to Hogarth's mom. But yeah, like he lost track of the nuance, but it's like in a relatable way. Like if you worked for the government, during Cold War time, and you found a train that was completely derailed by an unknown or like incident, right? You would be like, whoa, people are in danger. I've got to figure this out. And then you find these clues. You think this kid knows something he's not telling you. And you're like, kid, you could be involved in some really dangerous stuff. Like, why wouldn't you help me? Like, every step of the way, that's very realistic. And since you're a kid, you're watching this film and you're thinking, man, this guy sucks. Like, he's just won't stop bugging Hogarth. Leave him alone. And it's one of those moments where, like, that's why the movie is well written for kids, because they can still like relate to it and enjoy it. But then you're like, I mean, the only time the guy fails, and it's kind of his character arc, right, is when he thinks, like, when he won't believe that the threat isn't there. He can't believe, because at this point he's put so much of his reputation on stake that there is something nefarious going on, that when faced with the truth, he can't accept it. And he's willing to nuke an entire town, kill himself and everyone with him just for his pride. So it's a really interesting descent into madness, right? Because oh, someone's here. Someone's here. Oh my gosh. But where? I think they're on the roof. Knife out, knife. Oh, no. We can be friends. We can be friends. He already had me. There's no way I was going to beat him at that point, so it was worth a shot. I'm impressed at how many of his shots I was able to dodge, though. One more rook run, and then I will lock in, so you guys aren't just watching me get trapped. Well, I can't make any promises. If you've been on this stream, like any previously, you know that I will probably get trashed the whole time, but I'm having fun. That marathon is so fun. Like, even after I lose, I'm still like excited to jump into another game. That's like how addictive the gameplay loop is. Yeah, rook on rook kills. I just don't get it. Like, I know marathon's not that type of game. Like, it's not Arc Raiders, nobody's friends. But I'm like, we're all just trying to get out with something a little better, you know? It's okay. I was working this week, though, to upgrade my rook base stats a little bit so that, you know, I could have a little bit more successful runs. So I should probably take advantage of some of those things. Hey, Noli, dude. Coming in when you come in hot with a donation, then I know that I'm gonna succeed. I've never lost. Oh, Eason, no, you're right. I'm actually I'm working on well, I have an idea for a video that I want to make because I really love Marathon. Like, I'm having so much fun, and it's been really such an awesome game. After years of Apex and kind of feeling tired of Apex, it's been such an awesome game to just jump into after work. Just do one round. Yeah, please. You're so superstitious. You don't trust my skill? Pure talent? No, I've really been having such a good time because, like, you just kind of you pick a quest, you go in, make a little bit of progress, get into some fights, and it's just really satisfying. But then, unlike battle royales, if you succeed, you actually like walk away with like something, right? So if anything, I feel like it should be more satisfying than battle royales, because even if you do really well, you win, but you don't get anything, you know. Nice, Noli, nice. I mean, fair enough. I'm neither stitious nor super. I'm just mediocre. No, just kidding. Okay, let's go check out. Threats. So I'm like, I want to make a video that can help people. But here's the thing, Eason, like, it is a niche, but I also think it doesn't have to be, right? Oh yeah, someone's here. See, this is what I'm talking about. I worked hard to upgrade my rook, so I should take advantage of my new tools. So I think it is like a niche game in the sense like that it's an extraction shooter, but I think anybody would have fun with it. And I was watching, I'm bummed. I probably will still like mention this in my video, but I can hear them, they're close. I had this thought where I was like, because like, why don't people like Marathon? Like, I was just really trying to think through it. Like, yeah, like there's a high barrier to entry, but what is it that is making them turn away so quickly? Because people play hard games all the time. Like think of some of the, what are some of the hard games that have received criticism over the past like year or two? Elden Ring, you know, any Souls like, Silk Song, Hollow Knight, Silk Song. Okay. What are we talking about? What other hard games? What's that one? I literally made a video about it. The Expedition 33, right? Like it's hard. And like, what else do those games have in common? They were all nominated for Game of the Year and won Game of the Year. So I'm like, it's just really funny for people to be freaking out about how hard Marathon is, and like they won't even give it a shot. When then at the same time turn around and be like, oh, this game is the hardest game I've ever played and it's my favorite. So it's this weird, I wonder if it's just because it's a first-person shooter. Like, do people not respect first-person shooters as in that way? Like, what is it that makes people think like this kind of hard is not something they are willing to put effort into? Oh, I thought I heard somebody. I thought. Just gotta take a deep breath. Deep breath.
10 minutes remain until forced signal recall.
Just reading your comment, Noli, about Destiny. No, yeah, I do think there's a lot of mistrust with Destiny. That's for sure. I mean, I stopped. I only played Destiny for a little bit because how poorly some things were run. Yeah, but like in Souls games, you can lose all, like you work so hard to earn all this money, and if you die to a boss, and there's so many, you can get ganked and flanked by all kinds of NPCs. Like, so I do understand that it is different, right? But I also like the only like what if you changed your mindset, right? Like, what if you looked at it? Oh, someone's upstairs. Like, instead of being like, oh, I just like can't possibly win or do well, what if you're like treat it like a Souls like boss? And oh, whoa, where'd you come from? No, we're friends. Oh my gosh, let's just walk out of here slowly. Is this where the vent is? Ooh. Sorry, guys. Just panicked a little. Yeah, let's just get out of here. I found some loot that's worth some money, but we're gonna have to do the guarded exfil. I haven't found any keys. You can walk at a normal pace, but sprinting alerts them. The vents, I know. Sometimes, you're going to hate me for saying this, but sometimes I feel like I'm playing Among Us. Isn't that the most cringe thing ever? But, okay. I just got to get around. I only have one smoke grenade, which I need to save for later. I just want to get across to that other room. Okay. Okay, we're just being a little sneaky. But you know, like literally I've got a knife and I pop out of a vent and then I just slash somebody from behind, like very Among Us coded. But yeah, I think if people change their mindsets and were like, because you go in, you lose your stuff, right? And yes, you can't go back and find it like in Elden Ring, where where you can just go recover your things from the moment that you lost or died. So that's definitely different. But instead of being like, oh, I lost because that person's better, or just I got unlucky and there's nothing I could have done about it, Like, what if you change your mindset and you treat it like an Elden Ring boss, and you're like, well, let's learn the patterns. Like, let's learn how people play. Let's watch tutorials. Just improve, you know? And it's like, I just feel like people with first-person shooters a lot of the times feel like you're either just good, like there's either the people who have no life that play all day and get really good, and then there's the normal people who are always bad and could never get better. And I think if people can change their perspective, I think there are a lot of people who would love Marathon if they just gave it a chance, and not love it in like a, yeah, you'd love any game if you just played it long enough, but like genuinely it's so well made that I think they would appreciate it. It is, it is very different than Destiny, right? Like, I'm actually shocked. Apparently 70% of Marathon's players, it doesn't say actively play Destiny, but 70% of Marathon's players played Destiny in the past, right? And I didn't think any Destiny players would jump on a Marathon, right? Because I felt there's the frustration that Bungie isn't putting the time into their game, and then there's also there's such different games. But apparently a lot of people have come over from Destiny to Marathon, and crowd should allow solo queue. Oh, got another person. No, is my exfil gone? Well, now I gotta go back that way. It's okay. There's a complaint I saw being crowd should allow solo queue, and I agree, but people are so aggro in the comments about it. Yeah. Gamers... the community is a little intense, right? I was so nervous that... What is that guy doing? That's funny. I was so nervous to start making YouTube videos about video games because gamers are so intense, and I knew I was going to get like comments making fun of anything I could imagine. But then I was surprised at how nice people are too. Like, I definitely have gotten more nice comments than mean ones, and that was cool. I just think passionate. I think the gaming community is passionate, and that's good. That's important. I mean, I really feel like the fear of losing my gear makes it more exciting, but is that just me? Yeah, I like it doesn't, and it's not about the gear. That's I mean, for me, I don't feel like it's about the gear. For me, it's about the journey along the way, right? So the squid, thank you. Yeah. It's hard because I want to make videos faster. I want to put videos out like more often than once a month, but I do want them to like be good, right? I was talking to a friend, and he was saying that like people only care about what you have to say, so it doesn't matter if the quality's good, the editing and stuff, as long as you're saying things people relate to. But like, for me, I'm like, the editing is how I say it. You're right. Like, if the editing's good, that's what I'm passionate about, or at least I want it to feel good. So it just takes a long time to make the videos. Did I not have a key? Accents clearance code. Oh, I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. I thought, oh no. Okay. Don't laugh at me. I can feel you guys smirking a little or hitting your foreheads, but we'll get through this. We'll get through this. I feel like most people are truly nice, but we're all wrapped up in our own bubbles. Yeah. Yeah. Perspective. Which you would think you would think having access to like so many different perspectives and people's like lives on YouTube that would help us be more outside of our own bubbles, but then the algorithm, you know, pushes us deeper into our own biases and all that, right? So that's a problem. Smirking just a little bit. Thank you. I can handle a little bit. Who is that? I hear. Oh. Can't shoot me if you can't see me. Bots. Is the exfil gone again? I cannot catch up.
60 seconds to escape.
Okay. 60 seconds. The new exfil will be somewhere. I'll try and get to a more central location. And hopefully that gives me a chance to make it. I feel like I know I'm not like killing it this round, but I also feel like I haven't been totally whiffing. Just got a little unlucky with the placement, like, of all of the... let's get rid of that. Of all of the exfils. Okay. Okay, I just gotta lock in until we escape. I would love to get out with some of this. Some of this gear. I know, I'm definitely moving very slow. Oh! Oh! Who's here? Oh, crap. Okay, where are you? Where are you? Not too bad. Not too bad. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Nope. Nope, I don't have time for you. I don't have time for you, mister. Ah. Ah. Come on, come on, come on. Please nobody shoot me. Please nobody shoot me. Yes. Yes. Oh wait. We have to escape will make me God. We did it. It's a miracle. Wait, was this the one you donated for, Noli, or was that the previous one? I think that was this run. Dude, we did it. Can I... Wait. Oh! Yeah. Wow. We're really good at this game, guys. As a team, collectively. With your knowledge and tips and me barely paying attention, I think we could take on the best. The best of the best. Yeah, good. That's what we need. Wait, not enough space? Okay, let me just clean up my vault real quick. I can toss most of that stuff, but I do want to keep... Let me just sell you. And keep that. And then I would love to keep that smoke grenade. Very useful. So let's just get rid of these gun components. Yeah, this is actually my favorite part of the game. This is why, if anybody's gonna play Marathon, this is why they should play it, right? Just kidding. Okay, well we're gonna try some fully locked in runs of yeah, I get the whole vault thing. And you can upgrade the vaults pretty quickly, but I think it's good to motivate you to like go in and actually get into fights and risk losing your stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up. Oh, I need to Nice. That's going to be useful. This is great. I need to pick a quest. I think we're just gonna go... Oh, I gotta change my character. Sorry, what I'm trying to do, what I'm doing right now is I'm gonna set up for a run, a real run where I'm fully locked in, and then we'll see how much of my gear I can lose. In Destiny, there was a meme that people never cleaned their vaults. Is there a limit to vault size in Destiny? I don't remember. I feel like no. Or at least it was so big. Was it just so big that you didn't have to? I literally just played a few, like Destiny 1, a little bit of Destiny 2. 700. That's funny. That's huge. I don't even know what I would do if Marathon gave us that big of a... Oh. Sorry, I'm like distracted by my loot. I don't know what I would do if Marathon gave us that big of a vault. What would I even fill it with? Just ammo? Okay. I will give them... I could be wrong. It seems like Destiny at least tried to like innovate and do stuff over the years, even though they seemed to like miss the mark a lot. And because I felt like every post or update I heard from it was like they tried something and the fans hated it, and so then they tried something else that fixed one thing the fans hated, but then introduced a new thing they hated. But so I hope that's not the case with, and I could be totally wrong, so call me out if that's the case. Okay, I'm just gonna pick a contract real quick. Defeat hostiles with precision shots. Yep, let's do it. Activate. And then I'm just gonna put together a little bit more serious of a loadout. We'll do a sidearm. This was planned for 10 years, so it makes sense that they aren't certain where to go. Yeah, that's a long time to be working on a game, making a game, and trying to make like new content, like consistent new content. Let's do... I've got my sidearm. Let's just do an LMG. Conquest. I got some ammo. Got some cores. Oh, was it? The Star Wars DLC? They should have focused far more on the lore and making it a darker game. It has the potential for that. Yeah, I had a really hard time with Destiny's lore. I fell behind, and then I tried to get back in, and then at that point I had missed so much. And then I watched a video explaining Destiny's lore, and I was like, what is happening? Yeah, I was convoluted, and what got me is the Wish. I really don't like... There's two things I don't like in stories. It's time travel and wish magic, like genies. I'm not saying there can't be good stories with those things, but I feel like stories with those things fail a lot of the time. And okay. I will focus for 2 seconds. Let's get... I've got my cores I want. Great, great, great. Great. And I've got a backpack. I don't have any shield because that's just the way I am. And then I need some cores. Great. Let's do some basic cores. And I'll pick my claymores. Simple, but hopefully effective. Yeah, I think a lot of people feel similarly. Nolly. So many people love Destiny. Love, and I hope. I mean, if the Star Wars one was good, then maybe they can take it. Maybe they can take all of it. Maybe they can take everything that they've done, and continue with the Destiny 3. Just as long as they also keep making Marathon awesome. I hope that Marathon survives. I hope that people want to play it, that it gets the player count it needs, or that they give it a chance to keep growing. That's my only worry. Like, I think the game is great. I don't care if people don't like it, in the sense that like people have different tastes. But as far as wanting the game to survive, like, I'm like, oh, actually, can you guys please play? Because if you don't play, then they might shut it down, which means I wouldn't get to play. So that's just me being selfish. Okay, before I lock in, before we just go pure incredible gameplay, there's one last thing about Iron Giant that I wanted to point out, and I think it is the most important lesson of all, right? And it has to do with what Noli was saying earlier about Superman, about the Iron Giant himself, about learning because he had lost his memory, but then he's reading the Superman comics and he wants to become like Superman. And so by the end of the film, this nuclear weapon is coming towards the town, is going to kill everybody. But the Iron Giant realizes that it's worth sacrificing himself to save his friends. And it's so beautiful and impactful, and I'm tearing up right now, but I'm not going to cry on stream. That would be ridiculous. But if there's any lesson to learn, like as a child, as a person, as a human, like to be that person who like lives, protects, and loves, would die for their friends, right? And their loved ones. It's beautiful. And I think if we all embodied that, like, how much better would the world be, right? How many people use and abuse their friends, their family, the people who love them, whether on purpose or an accident. But yeah, it's a beautiful message. And then the animation, you know, incredible. The storytelling, it's perfect. Like I would say it's a perfect film for me, and no notes, no criticism. Huh. So yeah, Iron Giant, if you haven't watched it in a while, I highly recommend. And if you guys have any other thoughts about it or anything, like, obviously feel free to mention them. But that wraps up my thoughts. There's a few more good quotes about it. Like, I love when the detective is like driving away and he has, oh, I've got to get inside. Get inside, buddy. Get inside. The detective is driving away with Hogarth's gun, and he's like looking at the gun, and the gun's been smashed, so he can't read the name, and he sees it says Hog instead of Hogarth Hughes, and that one's just so funny. He's like, Hog, that's Hogarth Hughes. If you haven't seen the movie or don't remember that, you're like, what is he talking about? He's babbling. But it's fantastic, I promise. Why can't I get... Okay. Oh my gosh, I am just sucking it up. This is crazy. I just need to heal. Ahaha. What world we live in where Machiavellian isn't adjacent but Superman. Yeah. You nailed it, Sid the Squid. I think my favorite scene is when James kills the first time. Oh my gosh. The deer scene with the guns. This is years. I get, yeah. We'll keep talking about it for a bit because this is a huge point. But like, this is years before. Now I am gonna get emotional. Before all the school shootings. Like, obviously there had been shootings, but this is years before we were seeing them every other day in the news. Like, and this movie is having this commentary about like how like guns don't, like, you get to choose who you want to be and you don't have to be that person, and how careful we should be with weapons. And I don't know. Woof, it's just hard, guys. It's hard with how bleak things can be sometimes. Which is why we should all go watch. You should go watch Hail Mary, and it'll help you feel like there's some hope. Okay. Die. Okay, I'm just emotionally repairing my mind from. Got the combat data. I don't think I need that. Do I need that? It's fine. Okay, I'm gonna catch up to my team. We are locking in. Good job, Astragar. Good job. Okay. So here's the plan. I actually don't know what movie I want to talk about next week. If you guys have any suggestions or any ones that you'd be interested in, then I can watch them and we can talk about it, or I can just come up with one later tonight. But thank you for joining me for my... Oh, Sinbad, the animated film, right? God, you're getting hit. That one, that has been a long time since I've seen that one. That was DreamWorks, right? Yeah, I mean, I'm down. I haven't watched it in so long. I think that would actually be super fun. Sinbad it is. Treasure Planet. That Treasure Planet's... Here's the thing about Treasure Planet. I do want to talk about it during a stream, but I love it so much that part of me might... Oh, let's go. Want to make like an actual video about it. I don't know. Hard to say. Oh, hey teammate, hey teammate. Just ran right into that. I think we'll do Sinbad next week, and then I really appreciate the suggestion. Whoa, oh. Okay. Good teamwork, nice. What is that? Just normal AR. I'm just seeing if they have anything nice that I might want to take with me before we go up to the pinwheel. Because the last time I went into the pinwheel, it was just mayhem from literally the first step. Also, where's our third guy? Why isn't he coming? Get wrecked, get wrecked! Huzzah! Huzzah! We're all together. Just as we had always dreamed of. But yeah, I'm trying to think if you guys have any ideas about how to convince people to play Marathon, then I'm all for it, because that's literally the script I'm working on. Wait, my buddy plays a Treasure Planet RTS game and terrorizes Discord. It still holds tourneys. That's crazy. I didn't even know there was a Treasure Planet RTS game. Oh, are you dead? Where are we going? Where are we going? I'm gonna have to check that out. That sounds incredible. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you guys a secret. I actually got my ear pierced 2 weeks ago, and I've always wanted to do it, but I just never had. But literally the reason I did it was because of Treasure Planet, because of Jen Hawkins. Okay. I've gotten my friends to join Marathon by showing them the art style. Yeah, I mean, that's obviously what sold me in the first place, was the art style. Man, I used all my heals too early. I was playing like a little scared, you know. And now I'm actually at the place where my heals would be very helpful. So it wasn't that bad. Yeah, it didn't really hurt that much. It was like what could I even compare it to? It was like getting flicked really hard. I don't know. That's like the best thing I can compare it to. And then it was just in my lobe, right? Just like so that I can get a little pirate gold ring. Apparently, you can't just go straight into, like, you have to start out with a pretty simple stud for the piercing to heal properly. And then once it heals all the way, then you can swap it out for like any kind of piercing you want. So it was a little sore. It was sore for like the first hour, and I have to sleep. I got like a pillow that has a little hole for my ear, you know, so I can sleep on my side. But yeah, if anybody's been wanting to get a piercing and the only thing holding them back is the pain, I would say go for it. Mine, mind you, it was just a lobe. My partner has gotten like cartilage piercings, you know, which are a little bit thicker, and those, she said that they hurt like a mother. So things to note. Things to note. Why are you getting hit, dude? You okay? Okay. Guys, we shouldn't all be looting at the same time. Okay, I'm like, we shouldn't all just be heads deep into a loot box. That's a recipe for disaster.
In 15 minutes.
In industrial, done recently, it's not too bad, worse than a normal ear. I mean, that makes sense, though, because, like... Oop. Some places just have more nerves and blood flow. You definitely want to go to somebody who knows what they're doing, right? I do like these guns. Nice. Okay. And then let's just get this ammo out. That could be helpful. What? Hey, Noli, what is an industrial? I actually don't know. I thought I just wasn't paying attention. I thought I did, but I don't think I know what that is. Thanks for asking, Sid. The squid. Okay. Enough looking at the loot. Let's get out of here. Okay, sneaky. But yeah, I think that if I really hope that we can convince more people to play Marathon. The art style is great, the gameplay loot's super fun, and the gear fear just doesn't need to be run through 2 parts of the cartilage for the ear. Okay. Thank you. I've seen something like that before. Swap that, drop that, grab that. Okay, we're doing good. We're still alive. Our team has stayed together. For anybody who plays, who solo queues, solo queuing actually can go very well if you are okay being more of a follower, right? If you are comfortable just letting your teammates lead and kind of backing them up and being over their shoulder and paying attention in that way, then I've had a lot of really good games with randos. Oh, what was that? Okay. I mean, it sounds pretty cool. It sounds pretty hardcore. I wonder... I don't think piercings in general... I've always wondered, too, if there's piercings that can affect your equilibrium, you know? Oh, careful, careful. Oh, somebody hit one of my claymores. Back at the beginning. We are not alone in the pinwheel. How do I warn my team?
Need help? Danger spotted.
Yep, there they are. Okay, let's ping everybody. Oh, what? From behind. A rook.
Careful.
Classic. Classic. Okay. Oh, there he is. There he is. No! Oh, that's savage. Dang. I mean, it's fine. I didn't really have, like, the best gear in the world, so I wasn't incredibly sad to lose it. But it is how ironic that I've had such, like, chill games as a rook and then to lose it all to a rook. But I finished my contract, and that's it. That's the loop. Yeah, sure you die, but you finish your contract, you upgrade a little bit. It all turns out all right. Upgrades available. Now we gotta pick a new contract. I think I kind of feel I'm in the mood to go a little bit more aggro. In any zone, defeat down runners using your finisher. So let's go ahead and work on this Arachne quest. Okay. Loadout. What do you say, guys? Should I have just enough money. I'm so wealthy. Let's do... Should I'm torn between paying for the kit or just using my own stuff. I have all right stuff. Some blue implants. I don't have any shield though. That's kind of the big deal breaker there. Let's go ahead and do Cryo Archive just for the sake of going through a run. And since we're using a kit, it's not like it won't be the end of the world. Or wait, is that not a Cryo Archive kit? Yeah, no, that's it. Because you need exactly... How much money do you need? Minimum guarantee 5,000. And that only gives you 4,000. Maybe that's not it. I wonder, I don't even know if I have enough stuff to put together 5,000. Let's do it. Let's give it a shot. Let's see if we can upgrade these guys at all. I don't think I have any blue. Okay, we're going to take you. And then this is my second most expensive gun. So that'll get us up there pretty quick. And then... Don't need one of those. Gotta protect my head, protect my body, protect my feet. There's that. Smoke. Shield bubble, some heals, a little bit more heals, and then ammo. Just need some ammo. Oh, I don't have any MIPS. Let's buy some MIPS. I'm just gonna buy them. I feel fine about that. Great. Let's buy another heal. I hope you guys know that I'm spending all of my money for you. This is... I get nothing out of this. If I succeed, I find no joy. No, I'm just kidding. This is Something that I've been looking forward to all week. Way too much shields. How many did I grab? Are you sure? Okay. I trust you, Ethan. You have actually never been wrong on anything. I'll keep the advanced shield, and I'll get rid of the basic one. I'll get one more heal. Wait, no, I gotta get it from here. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, thank you. Got smoke, got ammo, got health and adjacent things, got my cores. I'm just gonna take the frag grenade as well. Why not? I'm like nervous. I'm a little nervous. I just don't want to die too fast. You know what I mean? Okay, let's do it. This is officially the largest loadout I've ever taken into a run. There's people who have been playing a lot more than me and have gold weapons galore, right? I am grateful for them because they're the one they're making Bungie a lot of money. I am but a humble employed person. I read your message, Sid, right as I locked into the match. I'm sure we'll be fine. We'll definitely pick up some stuff along the way, and we'll kill some runners, you know, collect their gear. If I brought more shields, then I wouldn't have room to collect the shields that I'm going to get from the guys that I killed, right? How you guys feel about how the story of Marathon has been playing out so far? Have you been, yeah, thank you. Have you been keeping up to date? I obviously have broken my personal promise to just try and explore it myself. No, Ethan, no. I trusted you. You that's hilarious. Wait, you're doing cryo? That's the one place you should bring all your shields. Well, I have faith. I have faith in the. If we even load into a game, wouldn't that be sad? If you don't got a backpack and shield though. No, I grabbed a backpack, right? Yeah, I grabbed a backpack. I didn't grab a shield because I don't have one, and I haven't. I promise. Well, I don't know. It's fine. Mr. Streamer, I'm not good at this game. Like, that's not right. You're not watching because I'm good at this game, right? You're watching because you like talking about games and movies. I haven't unlocked the shields yet. I can't buy shields yet. I don't have enough of the biohazard material or whatever that is that you need. It's a long story. I'm working on it. I think it's probably CG. Although it does look pretty realistic. No, maybe you're right. I bet it is. I bet it is real. Because then there's the shot of the birds, right, in the other loading screen with the birds in the field. And that just looks like real footage to me. The only reason I think it could be CG is because of how heavily filtered it is, that I could see them getting away with, like, look, see a shield charge. We're going to be just fine. I could just see them getting away with it making looking better than it really is because of, you know, how heavily filtered it is. So, dude, quarter. That's actually a great question. Or that would be. I'd be very interested to see if Quarter Digital would ever take on a game, because VFX React. Have they ever done game graphics before? I know they make all of those videos about video games, right? Like some of their earlier stuff, especially. I want to be a lore chronicler in real life, but that's just being a history buff. That's cool. You can You can call yourself whatever you want. Thank you, Izan. Your faith is appreciated. I'm like the Greek gods. I'm only as strong as the faith that my followers have in me. Dude, what do you... What? My teammate was just looting in the middle of all those bots. Yeah, maybe wait just a second. Wait just a second before you dive into all that. There's more! I love Cryo Archive. This is great. I never did, like I said, I never did the Destiny grind. But this is what I imagine, like some of the... Wow. Wow. This is great stuff. Now I just hope I don't die. No, I feel like this is maybe what some of the Destiny raids must have been like. Just that joy. Okay, I've got my teammates. I'm just taking out so many guys. There's a long shot there, but I'm happy with what I've got. This Alberto Miago made a cinematic for Watch Dogs 2. Politically aged really. Yeah, Alberto's... he's just on top of it too. I feel like every film he makes like somehow is very politically astute, as well as just absolutely gorgeous. 100, he's 100% my hero. Okay, I should just be able to drag that there. Nice. Where are my teammates? We gotta stay together. Stay together.
Let's get patched up.
But yeah, I'd love to see Digital Corridor like do a breakdown on the Marathon cinematic, because they did talk about his Love, Death, and Robots film, Hibaro. They did an episode where they did a little breakdown or going through it, because his style, because so many people thought that his style was potential like live action or motion capture. They've got it, so they've got to do it on the Marathon cinematic. Oh, enemies! Oh, a lot of enemies. That's a pretty good shot, huh? Wait, where are you? Where are you? There you are. Okay, okay. Oh, there's more. I gotta let my... There we go. I fell. Oh no, I fell. It's so cold down here. It's so cold. It's so cold. Oh. From behind, from behind. Dude, yeah, don't even get me started on... I think that's probably why Alberto hasn't made a feature film yet, because, like, that entire process, I just think it would take them forever. Okay, let's see if I can... I just want to get the... Is there any way to get the attachments off of a gun? I don't know. I'm a little too nervous to try right now, but we can try later. I have really been enjoying this railgun though. Very useful. More grenades, more health. Guys, this is what I'm talking about. I said we were gonna find nice, like all kinds of heals. And we're doing it. I'm gonna drop the gun. I don't need it right now. Oh, duh. Why am I so dumb? Yeah. I swap and then I take it off. Okay, okay. I swap, and then I remove the mod. Okay, okay, okay. I swap, and then I remove the mod,
Where's my help?
and then I swap. No, no, no. And then I pick up, and then I put it on. Oh, it doesn't even fit for any of my guns. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, wow. That's a lot of stuff, guy. That's a lot of ammo.
Patch up.
That's one of the things I'm like a little bit sad about with Marathon is yeah, the looting is a little stressful or not like the most efficient thing in the world. The problem is I don't necessarily have any suggestions. Yeah, there was a Burt. Oh,
You need this?
no, I'm good. I'm good without those guys right now. A scar. I do like scars. Oh. I did see that Burt laying around. I bet one of my teammates picked it up.
Seeker out.
One thing that makes me sad about Marathon is that the development team, you know, like they all live in Seattle, and Seattle's so expensive. And so, who's getting shot from where? That's like what I'm not sure about. And I want the game to do well, but like it does have to make so much money for it to succeed just because of where the developers live, right? Like because to pay them fairly, it's expensive to live in Seattle. And that's like a really hard thing with art. You know, whether it's LA, Seattle, or some other really good city, like there's such incredible artists there who are there to connect and live a certain life. Wouldn't that be great if I could find a shield? I could have just swapped it. I'm so dumb. Okay. I've been finding just about everything else that I need, but a shield would definitely make a difference. Yeah, the devs live in Seattle, and that's why everybody's so stressed, like why it has to make so much money, because, you know,
Interesting.
they just gotta pay everybody. And I imagine at this rate, they probably will lay off some devs. I just think the game hasn't made enough money for the investment. So then the trick is just gonna be like, can they hold on to enough people to continue to release quality content?
Something's out there.
Or is it gonna be like High Guard, where I mean, it's not like High Guard, right? High Guard is obviously very different, but they let go of the team and they're like, we're just gonna do a skeleton crew, and then eventually that just meant letting everybody go. So I feel like realistically, and this is also me being a little like hopeful, they will probably have to let some people go. But then I hope that they can keep on a large enough team and a talented enough team that can maintain the game, and just until it becomes profitable, right? Like maybe like keep the game running for a year, get like reduce costs, because I'm sure they've already have so much content made and ready to go, you know, and they're just spreading it out. So I'd be shocked if that wasn't the case. Can I just get through here, or do I need to climb back up? But yeah, they just got to give it a moment. And then I think what I think is going to bring in like a lot of new players is when they introduce the 4, right? Because right now we've only got the Svit compiler as a boss for Cryo Archive, and so few people are going to finish Cryo Archive, which means so few people are going to ever like actually Oh, Strauss's journal. I mean, I'll take it. I hope that's okay. I hope nobody's upset about that. Unless somebody need it. No. But yeah, I think once there's a greater variety in enemies to fight and not just the UESC, I think people are going to come back in to check that out, and then they'll love that, right? Like that'll be a huge hook for people to stay. Teammates, where are you? Where are you guys? Oh, we just got locked in, huh? Is there anything bad? I don't see anything. It would probably meet the goal of what they told Sonya it would. I know, I would love to know what those internal conversations were like. Just what were they thinking? What were they telling themselves? Because maybe, obviously a large company wants to make as much money as it can, right? But maybe internally there's like some people who are like, this is exactly how we thought it would go, right? And they're just riding the wave. So all we can do. Where'd my teammates go? I mean, all I can do, right, is just try to make videos about it, you know, hopefully get people excited about it, and then keep playing and having a good time. That thing. And I think they're really working hard to, like, they come out with updates so quickly. When when people have pointed out issues or anything within a day, I swear. That they come out with new patches, right? I mean, this is all great stuff, but you know what it's not? None of it is a green shield. or any kind of shield. That would be pretty awesome right about now. Okay, we're gonna scan that. We're just working on our security clearance level. Oh, nice little folio there. More grenades. I've got so many grenades right now. This is the first time I've ever been like satisfied with how many grenades I've got. Make sure to check the time, 15 minutes. Okay. Thank you, Eason.
A moment.
We're actually, I mean, luckily they give us more time on cryo than other maps. I think it's 30 minutes total. Okay, we've got to go somewhere new, right?
15 minutes.
I'm following my teammates. I'm like I'm not gonna venture off unless they're ready. Okay. So far, so good.
I'm not here for a fight.
Oh, good. Oh, no, you're right. Oh my gosh, you're right. About activating the exfil, which we should probably be doing sooner than later. Oh, you better come in here, dude, because once... Are we going to activate this, boss? The number of times I've been separated from my team because they accidentally activated that boss. Oh, great. I love chem grenades. Oh, sorry. Well. Exfil station, we're there.
Take a look.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, I guess this is the right direction anyways, so that's good. Thank you, Ethan, as always, keeping me on track. Oh, no, 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 no.
Secret.
Oh, whoa. It's almost as if I didn't have any shield, and they shredded through me with one shot. Yeah, it's all right. That's what I've seen. That. Who was I watching? I think it was Mint Blitz, the YouTube guy, and he just runs shotguns on this map, and it's like totally broken. How did I do on my contract? Did I make any progress? Wait, no, I didn't. I didn't make any progress. I didn't see anybody until like the end there. Well, I don't think what I really need. Hey, yeah, that's true. I didn't. Can you imagine if I'd taken all my shields in? I would have been dead and shieldless. Okay, we're gonna do one more run and come in medium kitted to Outpost and just see if we can walk out with a little bit better stuff. Nothing crazy. Let's see if we can upgrade this bird. Yeah, this is great. I do like the upgrades, like this little system for upgrading weapons. It's pretty simple. Makes it easy. And then I'll buy a backpack. I'm fine with that. Great. Yeah, thank you so much, Ethan. Have a good rest of your night, and good week as well. Thanks for jumping on, for joining the stream. Okay, well, this is it. Make it or break it. This is gonna determine how the rest of the week goes, if I succeed or fail in this moment. Do I want to bring any explosives? I think I will purchase a smoke grenade and it's a normal frag grenade. Great. Outpost. Let's go. Sometimes I'll just be playing, I play on console and I'll just be playing on the couch and it'll be night, right? So lights off and my spouse and I will be on the couch and then this loading screen comes on, and as cool as it is when all the lights are off and you're in a room and then this is just like flashing for an extended period of time, it is a little stressful. Like to say the least, stressful on the eyes, on the brain. Okay guys, teammates, we're here for kills. I've got an Arachne quest. I am Body Arachne. I am his servant. Let's go, let's go. Did you bring a freak? Okay. Yes, yes. I can tell these guys are ready. Look at these skins. And it's my job just to not let them down. Now, speaking of factions, it's funny in my last video how I was saying that Mida wasn't that bad because they're rebels. Even though Mida did kill, 10% of the population on Mars at one point. I it was like a little bit of a joke, right? That like rebels aren't bad, and then Sid, that's funny. Wait, who are you guys shooting at? Oh, nice. Because that's what it feels like. It feels like we're just filling our brain with like mush, you know? Like there's some kind of message there. And we've talked about what the metaphors could be for the moth and stuff, but like I do wonder what, like there's got to be a real message, you know what I mean? There's got to be something to decrypt, especially with all of the little QR codes and other symbols that show up. Oh, delightful. We're surrounded. Well, that was fine. Where are my teammates? They really do. Those sick freaks. And their worms and moths. They should really go see somebody about that. It's probably like something to do with some internal, like some trauma that they're not handling with properly. So instead they just make multi-million-dollar video games so that then we all join them in their worm moth psychosis.
Hey, ammo here.
What? I thought I want to know more about the exhibit. That was such a bummer. Okay, sorry guys. I'm ready. I'm focused. I'm here to help. This poor guy, I'm just following him around. He's probably getting a little annoyed. Great, great. But yeah, it's been funny in one of my videos where I said Mida was awesome, and people in the comments, like, it's not just like, oh yeah, Mida's alright, you know, but they're also bad sometimes too. It's like, are you kidding me? Like, Mida's evil. How could you think they're even relatively okay? And at this point, I feel like I could, in future videos, be reasonable and recognize that Mida, you know, is a terrorist organization and does bad things. But I think it'd be funnier if I just ignore it and just keep acting like Mida's the best and ignoring all of the bad they do. I don't know if that'll like hurt my street cred, right? Like, ooh. Let's do it. Let's do it. I mean, will I lose all credibility with my audience because I seem to be ignoring obvious facts? Or will people kind of like pick up on the joke? These are the things I think about when I'm writing scripts for videos. And I probably think about it a little bit too much. Yeah, I mean, there's totally nuance. And Mida, okay, I'm glad you agree, Nolly. Because I think it would be funny. I mean, I think it just is, I don't know. It's also, it's fun to agitate people in as much as it's just a game, right? And with any of these organizations, like we talk about them as if like they're a unified body, but like whether it's Mida or Traxxas or anything, like there's individuals and maybe you know, obviously there are going to be in any organization, like especially a terrorist one, there's going to be those who are probably bad, like just objectively, but then there's going to be the more nuanced people, the wide-eyed hopefuls who think that what they're doing is perfect no matter what. Okay. I've been watching. Have you guys watched the show or read the book? But I haven't read the book. I'm just watching the show. Foundation on Apple TV. It's pretty good. It's very very long. It's like a very sick, a waster. This is great. Oh, I swapped it for the wrong gun. Wait, okay, one second. Embarrassing. And then I want my, okay, there we go. Yeah, the Foundation show, it's kind of long, a little convoluted. I mean, it's just a very like big story, and it covers a lot of time and space.
Compromised. Shield broken. Not ready.
Just gonna take care of this gold guy, right? It's definitely a slow show, so I kind of will just have it on while in the background while I'm working. I think if I actually like sat down to watch the whole thing, I don't know if I'd get through it, but they definitely take their time. What I do like about that though is there's a lot of factions, right? In Foundation, a lot of different perspectives, and most everybody thinks they're like the good guy, that they're the solution for the universe. They're like what will make the universe the best place it can be.
Hope this hurts.
Okay. And I think that's fun. I think it's fun when shows can just introduce so many different types of groups. Man, this guy is beefy.
Need a reload.
I know, we need ammo. I'm all out of ammo. Dang it. Oh, I do have 3 MIVs and a long shot.
Shield's gone.
We've got this, we've got this.
Down over here.
Oh man, oh man.
Attack.
Just gonna circle around and see if I can save this guy. Oh, nice. Go team. Well done, guys.
Damn it.
Who are we shooting at? Get in. Oh no. Yeah, come back in here, Well done, well done. Okay. Oh, he's right there, I missed! Oh, that is so embarrassing. Just got a little stressed. It's like they say with, like, real rifles. Squeeze, don't pull. I pulled. Oh, this is awesome. This is great stuff. Oh, wait. He wanted those. I'm sorry. I'll put them back. Right? I don't know. Great. Now we can get some ammo. This is great. Okay, just gonna load up a bit. Some light ammo and some MIPs.
Check it out.
Reload. I don't have any keys. I don't know if my teammates have any keys.
Over here.
But I feel like at this point we should probably just see if we can get out with the stuff we got. I feel like everybody's pretty happy with what they've got. Or at least I am. Oh, self-revive. Nice. Nice.
Remember this marker.
Oh, oh. Okay, team. This is it. Thank you for joining the stream. Thank you for the wonderful conversation about how war is bad and how the Iron Giant is good. Now, please send all of your good vibrations my way. It would be awesome to exfil with what I've got. It's a guarded exfil, so that'll be fun. Thank you, thank you. A Discord, maybe someday. That's like that's just enough effort. I feel like if we ever had like 15 or 20 people in the stream at once, then I would be like, oh yeah, let's make a Discord. But for right now, this is pretty awesome. It really is so fun for you guys to jump on and just to hang out and talk about stuff. It's something I've been looking forward to and just put in the schedule. Yeah, it's chill. We're just chill. I don't know if you guys saw, but there's this YouTuber who kind of started around the same time as I did, and his channel's called Drawn Out, and he does like stick figure style drawings and then just talks about games. And his channel just blew up. Like his first video did so many views, and I love his videos. I've watched quite a few of them. He just makes so much. He posts so many videos, and so like within a week he was already like making a Discord and doing memberships and created a second channel, and I was like, whoa, it's awesome. I'm so excited for him, and I also wouldn't be surprised if our like situations were a little bit different, because he seems to have like more time to dedicate to actually making videos. So part of me is a little jealous, but then also I'm like, I'm just so impressed how quickly he's been able to scale. Yeah, yeah, and at this point, I mean, hopefully he's making like some real money with it, where it's something that can be like a real game changer for him, and not just a hobby. But oh, I definitely have way too many hobbies.
Seeker out.
Yes, got him. Got him. Yeah. But that's like the joy of life, right? Like hobbies, just doing fun things. The only downside to hobbies is when you start. I mean, we all do this, right? It's like it's an. Oh no! Oh no! Okay, okay. Time to lock in, lock in. Oh, they're everywhere. Careful, dude. Careful, dude. Oh, they're just on the other side. No, 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 no.
10 minutes remaining.
Dang it. My team, my team. Oh, what do I do? What do I do? Okay, we've got 10 minutes. I can just wait for them to exfil. Just gotta let my guys know that I will come. They're gonna exfil, and then once they exfil, I will go res my teammates. Oh man, oh man. Let me... Oh. Oh. coming close. Oh no, don't disconnect. Don't disconnect. I'm coming, I promise. Oh, they're so close. Oh, a heat cascade. Oh, but I'm safe here. Man, would those guys just get out of here? I'm just waiting, because I know if I go out, they'll kill me. And I found just good enough guns that I'm not super keen on tossing out the window. Oh. But I totally understand.
Prepare for increased hostile action.
Increased. I just really hope that they don't have a recon and scan and then just find me. That would suck. Especially after how long we waited. But yeah, between... Okay, they're getting into a fight. Great. And now that exfil is gone. They've got to leave eventually. Come on. Okay. Okay. We're going to take it slow. Ah. Oh, oh. Dang it, dang it. This is just my perch. The graffiti is incredible. That's... They put so much effort into every single design. It's delightful. Okay, we're gonna see if we can track down that dude. Oh, that's where you're at. Oh, okay, okay. I should have seen that coming. That's hilarious. I just don't know if I can get a good angle on him. Also, kind of lame for him to just be... Oh. Kind of lame for him to just be puppy guarding, you know what I mean? You got nothing better to do, my guy?
Until forced recall.
Okay, well, I guess we just gotta go for it, right? Go big or go home? Blood for the blood god? Oh no, he's not dead. Oh, okay. Oh, so much stuff. No, I just need health. Come on, come on. I just need health. I don't care about all these guns, I just need health. There we go. Okay, and I'm gonna res my teammate. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Nope. 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 Oh, man. Come on. We're so close. Now who's shooting? Oh. No. Man, this is stressful. I just want to res my buddy. Okay.
3 minutes remain.
3 minutes remain. Come on. Come on. Come on. Cross your fingers. Knock on wood. Bet you can't believe it, huh? Neither can I.
Exit is here, when we're ready.
I mean, I would watch my dude's back if he wanted to loot some of this stuff. Oh! Oh, a shield! Yes! That's funny. I don't even... I feel like half the time I'll be playing and not even pay attention to my teammates' names. Private Jack Bar is actually incredible. Okay, okay, Jack Bar, let's go. Okay. Oh, I don't think he heard me. Yeah, yeah, okay. He's just healing up. Here, take one of these.
Shields here.
Okay, okay. Sticking together. Let me just check this. Let me just check this. I know I don't have time. I know I don't have time. What a cardio
60
kick.
seconds to escape.
Never hurt anybody. Oh. Well, we've just got to wait then until the final exfil. Whew. We are cutting it close. I just wanted to be on the roof so we had some visibility. Oh.
Danger spotted.
Watching each other's backs. Don't get struck by lightning. 3, 2, 1. Okay, where are you? Yes!
Follow
That's
the
great,
marker
that's
when
great.
it's time to go.
Guys, I'm literally palm sweaty, heart pumping. The game, that's what people are missing out on. People who don't play or who give up after a few hours. Okay.
Marking target.
Yeah, yeah, we're friends. We're friends.
Need help?
Oh, we're not friends. Sorry.
Sneaker out.
We suck. Did you see that dude try to be friends with us, and then we just pooped on his parade? We did it! We did it! Yes! Oh! Oh man. Thanks, guys. Sorry if it was a little bit of a snooze fest there while we waited to Reserve Pro, but Mr. Akbar lives to see another day. And not bad inventory value. Like, I feel like we doubled what we came in with. Came out with some nice weapons. Well, now I'm gonna need those. Yeah, for cryo later. Sick. Well, thanks, guys. Thanks so much for jumping on the stream, for staying the whole time. Seriously, so fun. It really is just a blast hanging out. And whoa, my heart is still kind of coming down from that one. I'm sure you guys have had your own games like that. But yeah, no, I think it's gonna be a good week. Hopefully you guys have some good things to look forward to. I just got some new Warhammer figurines that I'm building some Kroot guys, so I'm working on those this weekend. I'm pretty pumped about it. But good luck everyone with work or school, and good luck in Cryo Archive. I am a Tau player. Yeah, well, and yes, I was dropped on my head as a child. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm willing to accept who I am. But yeah, no, I just started collecting this year, so it's been a slow build, but oh, what? Oh, sick. Then you get it. You were also dropped on your head as a child. Yeah, so hopefully I've got like 600-700 points of stuff put together so far. And then by the end of the year, my goal is to have 2,000 and then try and go to like a real tournament. Oh, nice. Black Templars, nice. But yeah, I'm just gonna work on my guys, and if work works out, I've been slammed with work, but I'm really hoping that I can put some time into my next video. You know, the script's ready and recorded, and I just need to start editing, you know, putting the footage in. But so the goal is to have that done by like the first week of April or something. But yeah. Thanks, guys. No, seriously, thanks, guys, for jumping on, and I'll be here next week. Well, let me check. I don't want to lie to you guys, but yeah, be here next week, same time, same place, playing Marathon and talking about Sinbad, the animated feature film. Thanks again, and talk to you later. Astrogard out.